Hello, all my dear Scorpio friends. This is Maxine Taylor, and I have your Scorpio forecast for August 2022. And I think you're going to enjoy it very much. Before I jump into that, though, a quick word about my August special. As always, I'm offering discounts on my forecasts, both the 6-month and 12-month, as well as the birth chart. But I'm adding a new option, and this is something that you have requested of me. I don't mean you personally. You probably, when I said that, some of you probably went, "You talking to me?" Only, only if you're in this group. And this group is the group that wanted me to offer Zoom opportunities, Zoom sessions. And so I am. You have the option of a Zoom session with this special. Now, I'm always going to video your forecast or your birth chart reading, whichever. If we do a Zoom session, you will be on the session. It will be the two of us, eyeball to eyeball, sharing, you asking me questions, me answering them. So I hope you enjoy it. And there's all kinds of information available about this August special on my website. So MaxineTaylor.com. All right, now let's look at this glorious forecast. All right, let's start with Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of abundance. It is the greater benefic. It's in your 6th house of work, health, and service. And so your job, your health, and all of the things that you do for other people are blessed with Jupiter there. There's only one holdup. Jupiter is retrograde, and it will be retrograde for another few months, which means that it's not functioning at peak performance. It will, when it goes direct, look out. And I will let you know when that is. I'll give you a heads up in advance, okay? So your work, your health, and the service that you provide, all blessed. Now, Mars is the red planet, and Mars is one of the co-rulers of your sign. Pluto and Mars both rule Scorpio. I just think Scorpio is the most powerful sign in the zodiac, because when you make up your mind you're going to do something, by God, you do it. It gets done. So Mars starts off the month of August in your 7th house of relationships, the public, romantic relationships, partners, whether personal or business. You are throwing yourself into relationships with other people. And Mars is what we fight with and fight for. It's what is number one to us. And so here we deal with significant others. It can also mean the public. And so you'll deal either with large groups of people or one-on-one. Now, on the 20th, Mars moves into the 8th house, which is your house. And this is where Mars is even stronger than in the 7th house. And you'll fight with and for whatever Mars and its placement bring to the table. Secrets. That is what the 8th house is really about. Other people's money, helping them augment their income. And so the psychic detective within you is activated very, very strongly. And there is a part of your nature which you will look at very, very closely. and it will transform. I can't tell you what that is because it's going to be different for everybody. Okay. But the power of Mars in its own house uh, cannot be, you can't make light of that. It's powerful. It's awesome. Okay. And your anger is undergoing a transformation, which means you can use that energy to dig even deeper into the psychic side of life. I love it. Venus is the pink planet. That's love, that's beauty. Jupiter is the greater benefic, Venus is the lesser benefic. Wherever Venus is what you love. It's in your ninth house. You love the big picture. You see the big picture. You also see the details. And you are entrusted with people's secrets, okay? With this Mars in the eighth. That's just how it goes. So with Venus in the ninth, you want to travel long distance. You might want to go back to school, get a higher degree, or just travel and enjoy the view of wherever you are. On the 11th, Venus moves into your 10th house of career and public image, and you are the leader. You are the loving leader. That's how people see you, as a leader, the loving leader. And you'll put your principles into operation in your career. I love it. This 10th house can be one of your parents, and there can be a much more loving relationship with that parent, which is always a plus. The yellow planet is the sun. The sun is our ego. The sun is the center of our universe. The sun is the giver of life. It's in your 10th house of career. And so what you want to do is move upward in your career, whatever that career is. So you've got Venus, the lesser benefic, blessing you in your public image, the sun in the 10th house as a leader, and we'll get to Mercury in a second. And on the 22nd, the sun moves into your 11th house of friends and group activities. And because it is the leader, you could find that you are in a greater position of leadership, especially if those groups to which you belong are humanitarian. Oh, wow. I mean, yes, if you're offered a leadership position in a humanitarian or philanthropic organization, consider it seriously, okay? Because with the sun in the 11th house, you want to be a friend to all. Goosebumps, right? Mercury, the blue planet. Well, Mercury is going to move into the shadow of the retrograde on August 20th. And it's going to feel like Mercury is retrograde. It is not, but it's going to feel that way. It'll go retrograde in September. More about that later in September. But wherever Mercury is what you think about and talk about. So you're thinking about your career until the 11th. When you're thinking about your friends and how to be a better friend. And then on the 25th, Mercury moves into your 12th house of the subconscious, and you're digging deeper into your thinking, your ideas. Beautiful. Now we have a full moon on August 11th, and that's when things come to a head. It's in 19 degrees of Aquarius, and it's in your 4th house of home and family. So will you be moving? Will you be buying, selling, renovating? Or will you simply spend time with the nurturing parent? Whatever it is, it brings home and domestic issues up to the table to be dealt with, which will be wonderful. 2 weeks later, we have a new moon on the 27th. And it's in 4 degrees of Virgo. It's in your 11th house of friends and groups and activities of a humanitarian nature. And so the new moon is when the energy starts growing again. It's quite beautiful. So, don't you love this forecast? I think it's super. Have a terrific August. And join me again next month when once again I take a look at your forecast. I hope you'll look at MaxineTaylor.com and allow me to extend my special to you. So, till we meet again, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.